Now, have you ever been scammed before?
Twice, but both were unsuccessful. So I'm here to share the story too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are we a fraud? Yes, I've been scammed before.
For the sake of the scam,
And you been there 2021. Like I'm in the court. You boom me pay. You fraud me pay.
Don't trust people easily because people are not what you think they are.
All right, you're welcome to Have You Ever Been Scammed Before? Another edition, and I'm here in the studio with Mr. Kojo Hilton. This gentleman has been in the industry for a very long time. He has toured around the world. Hey, when it comes to creativity, I'm telling you, he's anointed by God. And if you want to see some of his works, you can go on YouTube. Just type Kojo Hilton, and you see his amazing works. But in the meantime, to hear from Kojo Hilton, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, the show goes on. Well, if you just tune in, you're watching Have You Ever Been Scammed Before on BEP TV. My name is Mr. Benjamin Kwadi, and I have here with me Mr. Kojo Hilton, a filmmaker, a theater practitioner, art director. Is into every dimension when it comes to the creative arts. I really admire him, and he happens to be a very good friend for decades. All right, so Mr. Kojo Hilton, can you share with us who is Kojo Hilton?
Oh, Kojo Hilton is simply an artist, a fine artist, a filmmaker and a theater practitioner, yes. So I work within the creative arts space. So when it comes to film, when it comes to theater, music videos and everything creative arts, you find me, yeah.
The question I want to ask next is, have you ever been scammed before?
Yes, somewhere last year, that's 2022, middle of last year, somewhere about then.
And how did it happen?
Yeah, so this was how it happened. There was a group, WhatsApp group, and that I found myself in, and there was a time that somebody drops something on cryptocurrency kind of, yeah, something of that, and that you invest, and honestly I've heard of this for a very long time, but I never paid attention to it. I know some people, I know even a friend in the States who are into this cryptocurrency and other things, and I said, let me give it a try at least to invest and see what happens. So as they dropped the information on the page, then I went there and I WhatsApped the person, and then quickly he responded and he asked of my contact. I said, okay. So I gave him my contact, and then he called me, and then I asked him to explain the whole thing to me, and he mentioned it like it's an investment, and I said, okay. So how does it go? He explained the stuff, and I need to pay some money to begin the first stage, and then he would send me other things to know what I'm supposed to do next. I said, okay. So I think it was 200 cedis he requested for, and that was, so you pay 200 cedis and there's a package. Okay, so when the package comes, you move on to another step where there's something you need to do. I mean, they'll send you all those things. So I paid the 200 cedis, then I relaxed. Then he sent me a text message that, okay, my money has been received. So funny, bro. Then I'm like, okay. So moving on to the next stage, he wasn't calling back. So I called him. He said I should relax. I will receive another text message that will show me what to do next. I relaxed for another 30 minutes. I called him. Said, okay, this is another simple way we can do it. This is what we can do. He will send me a text. Then when he sends me a text, I should copy that text, send it back to him in text message, so it was like that. I was getting confused, but I was just following what he was telling me. And after I finished it, I got blocked on the WhatsApp group. So I realized that all the WhatsApp group that I'm in have been taken off.
And the guy rather.
And he happens to use
your number.
My number on there. So I started receiving calls from people that, hey, Kojo, it looks like you've been scammed. Though. I said, oh, really? I said, yes. Somebody is sending something in your name, because we know that you will not send such things on this platform. So check it. And I said, okay. So the guy said, okay, this is what he's going to do. He's going to delete that messages and also delete the person, or take the person out of the group, and then and that's how he can retrieve all those. I said, okay. So he did that, and then he got me back on it. Said, I have to apologize that it wasn't me, but this is what happened. And it went on and on and on. A lot of people kept calling, and he kept sharing these things in my name.
In your name.
So I have to talk to all the group leaders. I mean the
group leaders of
all the WhatsApp groups, that they should take me off the platform, and then put me back. So that was how I got myself out of it, and that was it.
All right. So when it happened, you got yourself into this. What lesson have you learned? Like, what lesson?
Yeah, I because already I don't really believe in that investment, internet investment. I know there are a lot of fraud guys, doing all these things. But then I said, let me just give a try to see if it works. And so since then, somebody even called me and said, hey, if somebody calls you and asks of your code and all those things, never do that, And that's how I just stopped, or take myself the hand. So it's an advice to myself and the viewers watching us now, that the scammers, they are all over. And even sometimes your Facebook page, they can still send. I've seen some on my Facebook page, they are sending me, send us your email, I want to talk to you, send me your call line. I say, if you want to message me there, what do you need my number for? I don't know you, what do you need my number for? So yes, so I have to be very, yes.
All right, if you're out there, you have to be very, very careful, especially when it comes to social media. People calling you and asking you of your code, your telephone number and all that. And anytime anybody calls you, wanting to even do business with you, and you realize that there's doubling of money, there's a treacherous kind of money you make in things, please be very, very careful. You can imagine how damaging it will be, because he's connected to a lot of people, like around the world, that somebody will just take his number to dupe people, to do scamming and all that. So let's be very, very smart in everything that we do.
Please, if you receive any message from anyone, be it text message or on Facebook, please be careful of the links you click on. Please, move away from the links people share. Be very careful of what you click on because somebody can just use it to hack into your phone. It's not safe, all right? And if you just get a signal of somebody wanting to double your money, somebody wants to make you rich and all that, please just be very, very careful, all right? And just want to also advise you, all those that are using WhatsApp, just go on your WhatsApp setting, all right? And then you go to account. From account, go to two-step verification. And then you follow the prompts to the end. And make sure that whatever password and email you use, you keep it to yourself. Never share your password with anybody. And what it does is that it protects your WhatsApp. Nobody can hack into it, okay? And if you also happen that you get your WhatsApp hacked by anyone, what you need to do is just uninstall it immediately and reinstall it and do this two-step verification and get your number back.
Are we a fraud?
For the sake of the scam,
And you been in the 2021. Now I'm in the court. You boom me paying. You fraud me paying.
Are you interested in showbiz? If yes, this is a great opportunity for you. All you need to do is to register at the cost of 100 Ghana cedis. Hooray! You can also apply to attend our 3-day intensive training. All you need to do is to call BEHP on 0243 820090 or 0244 677 985. BEHP, raising celebrities for Christ Jesus around the globe. Well, for me, they were very successful, and it really hurt now. It's really hurt. I was at home one day, and I had a call from a young man, and then the young man says to me, "Oh, have you forgotten about me? I mean, I used to be in your production house, and but now I went to UK. I'm down, and I'm now working on a ship." All right, at Takrady. But there's this business I want to share with you. You know, when he discussed the business with me, then I said to him on phone, in fact, I'm a Christian, I'm not interested. Then we cut the call. You know, now less than like a minute, he called me back. When he shared the same scenario with me,
You got
it was as if there was nothing wrong with it. I mean,
okay.
So
you bought into the idea.
I bought into the idea. What was the idea? He says, oh, he was working on the ship and they wanted oil filters. Okay. And one cost like about 1,200. And they needed about 100 boxes or something. And one box contains about 60 pieces. And one was about 1,200 Ghana cedis. So what he wants me to do is that he's going to give me a number. He was going to give me a number. I'll call the number to bargain. Okay. And then get the product for them. Okay. So that I put something on it.
So you then become the middleman.
The middleman.
Okay.
Then we can share the profit. So he gave me the number. I called, and I started like asking the was it Alaji or somebody. So we were talking on the phone, and then we bargained, and then I had to call the young man back.
Colleague of yours, former colleague, supposedly.
Okay. A member of BHP. And then I called him back, and I said, I've spoken with him, and he said they have about 60 boxes or so. Then he said, okay, I should try and get them sample for the meantime. Okay. And then I called the young man back.
And then, I think at this point, it looked real, because if you are doing sampling and things, then it looks very real.
And do you know something?
Tell me.
Do you know something?
Tell me.
God speaks to us in various ways, but we need to really pay attention to it. You know, the first time I received the call and I was talking to the young man, at that time, I had this Nigerian guy around. So he said to me, sir, this is a scam. I said, oh, this young man, I know him. I mean, he's been in our production house. I mean, BHP. He said, it's a scam. I didn't mind him. So I went ahead, bargained, gave the young man a feedback, and he said, okay. I should get them about 3 or so as sample. I should meet them at the. So the person who is selling the oil filters for me says that I should meet him at Santa Maria.
Okay.
And bring the money he would give me, but I have to pay an advance. So immediately on my phone, I had like 1,000 Ghana. I borrowed money actually, and then I paid 1,000 cedis for the first time. I met them at Santa Maria, gave them some money, and by the time,
By the time it came to your realization,
I've spent 4,450 Ghana cedis. I've given it to them. When I called all the lines, the number of lines that they gave me, they were all switched off. I even went to, what do you call it? Even bank, an attempt of getting
to get more money. Because of course you needed to get the filters with boxes. I mean, you need to get them
not,
in.
Not knowing.
You wanted to venture into business.
Into business, not knowing they were fooling me.
So sorry about that.
We picked even this guy in our car, giving the guy lift, the one we met at Santa Maria. Fortunately enough, I was able to take him a picture. I tried with a picture, I couldn't find it. And because people know my face, I couldn't do the investigation because I went to Santa Maria trying to do the investigation on my own to catch the person.
But you had known face.
Known face. So
yeah, you said
anybody, I mean, it was like an alarm.
Right, well, anything that goes up must surely come down. All too soon, the program has come to an end. And we'd like to say a very big thanks to Mr. Kojo Hilton for his time he spent with us. I mean, his reception in his house and all that. We really appreciate you so much. May God richly bless you. For those of you watching BEP TV, have you ever been scammed before? Please just subscribe, comment, and like it.